Hey guys, so I got a recent video comment on requesting a video on buying. So Paz World 4773 said, "Can you do a video on good sellers that we can buy from?" And so yeah, this is I think the second video I'm doing in response to a comment. One of the videos I made before this was how to buy for collectors, but this is more focused on just buying in general. The other one is more of an overview on what you should buy. I will give a very quick overview on just a general idea though. Usually, these are kind of rule of thumbs, but there's some products that you tend to want to buy more than others unless there is like a strategic reason otherwise. But generally, the best things to buy, no matter who, like, is booster boxes. That's kind of it. Like booster boxes are kind of the best things you can buy. They um, in more normal times, you get booster boxes at the best price per pack ratio. So let's say booster boxes were normally around $100 before all this like bull market stuff. You can still get some around $100 actually if you know where to look, or 110. And so if you divide $100 by like 36 packs, you get for like less than $3. Like I think like 260, 270 a pack, maybe with taxes or whatever, but still less than $3 a pack. And it's just that most other things that you buy will cost more because there's just like, well, literally it took more effort to make it. And so like for example, I have Twilight Master Raid pulled up here, and like so the booster box, like some people have never owned or seen a booster box, and like even me, I was like, wow, it's so small, it's so compact, but it's just very efficient. Like there's some loose cardboard around the 36 packs. It's just grouped and it's just very small and compact. Very easy to store, a little heavy, but yeah, it's very dense. Whereas like ETBs, like everyone knows, like they're not really worth price per pack. Like let's say this has like I think it's like 9 packs or 11 packs. Let's just say it's 10 packs. So ETBs retail for like $50. Let's say you get them at $40, then you have $40, which is technically a discount. That it's still $4 a pack. But even if it's $30, some ETBs do go to $30. That's still $3 a pack. It's still cheaper to get a booster box. And so one of the funny thing about booster boxes also is that as the time goes on, the booster boxes are actually more valuable than other things anyway, because there's some collectability things. People do want them more. People don't like ETBs more, so even like it's like the cheapest thing you can get, and long term it's actually worth more. So it's kind of like that's kind of one of the reasons why people always like, get booster boxes, or even if you extend further, like booster box cases, because cases are nice. Cases have 6 booster boxes in like a row. It's like very compact. It's like 6 booster boxes. The cardboard fits perfectly, and it's even labeled with the set, and it just lets you buy a lot of booster boxes at once. It's also like easy to store because like when you get booster boxes, like, where do I put this? Do I protect it or whatever? But the booster box is already cased its own cardboard, and you can store whatever. You can stack booster box cases. It's like it's own storage, like show you many shelves or whatever. But yeah, like these built-in battle boxes, a lot of people don't like. But yeah, I'll go over quickly. Just like what are the things like this isn't all types of products. What do people like and not like? Booster boxes, things that people always want. Um, Sometimes they get priced out, and there are various points in the market where like people don't want to buy booster boxes because they, but the beginning cycles of a product like booster boxes are just cheaper. If you can afford it, people want booster boxes, and they don't want the other flipper or whatever. But at some point, the booster box might rise in value, and maybe the other things don't rise in value as quickly. Like Twilight Master Raid's like $150 a box literally. So if you can get like price per pack on another product for some reason cheaper, because maybe it's less popular. Like maybe I haven't done the map. Maybe building battles like worked is like cheaper. It's probably not, but then actually Twilight Massacre ETBs are really cheap for a while, so maybe that could have been better. Or it's just close enough that like you don't want to pay 36 packs or whatever. But at that point, like if you just want to open, it might be worth doing that. But long term for investing, like it's gonna be hard to move. It's gonna take up a lot of space. You don't want to do that. So booster boxes are popular. Loose packs are not as popular. Um, Sleeve packs, some people go into this. Like, usually they'll get these in like cases. So cases come with like I think 140 for loose packs, sleeve packs, and some people do like it. There is some. It's not the worst product to get as far as like what people like. It's a little annoying. Like I sold loose packs once, and it's just like we had to count all the packs. It's just really annoying. Booster boxes is more straightforward. ETBs people don't usually like because ETBs are more of a collectability thing, like maybe art sites or something. Um, Pokemon Star ETBs are different. I guess that's a Pokemon Center one. Scarlet Violet Pokemon Center ETBs, they're investable because they have a Pokemon Center stamp. But the ones before those, like Sword and Shield, like they're still on. Like I think there's still a couple on Pokemon Center, and they're not valuable because it's purely a collector thing. Because ETBs are already more expensive per pack, like $5 a pack or something. So like I just compare it to something a pack or $3 a pack. Like it just doesn't make sense economics wise. Take up a lot of space, and like you're just buying it because you're a collector. or like rarely someone wants to dice with a promo. Um, but yeah, it's for a lot of people, it's just not like there's not a big enough market for that. And you get the Pokemon Center ATBs. That's investable because people just buy the stamp, and there's actually like economics. Like people can make money because if you can grade the card, then you can get a good if you get 9 or 10, but you're kind of gambling. But like that's part of the process. It might not make sense in the long term for you, but since someone's gonna want to do it, then it has value. Like this booster box case, yeah, people buy a lot of these eventually. Um, Booster bundles are also similar to booster boxes in the sense of like there's no fluff, and it does kind of price proportionally, but it still tends to be a little more expensive than booster boxes. But for specialty sets where there's no booster box, sometimes it's a nice thing because they're pretty compact. Like I got some Crown Zenith ones, like you get like 30 Crown Zenith ones in a cardboard box, to take up a lot of space. Compared to like you got the ETBs, that'd be a lot of space, and people just like booster bundles. But yeah, building battle boxes, people hate these. And for these, like it's more about the promo. Sometimes if there's a really good promo, maybe, but people don't like this. I think it's probably because there's only 4 packs, and so when there's 6 packs, people are like, okay, I might get something good. 4 packs just seems too little, or something like that. This is sleeved again. I told you about that. I guess sometimes if the pack art's nice, maybe you get certain pack art. Like some people I've heard they get loose packs and they'll sell by pack art, or they'll sell by booster box like version, so they'll be like 36 packs. Um, TB's building battle check lane boost. I don't know why people don't like these. Maybe it's because it's just 1 pack. And people do like that sealed, but people do actually like these 3 pack blisters. I think it's because 3 packs is kind of like a good amount of packs, and sometimes the promo card's good, so people do like these. Like in the future, like honestly, like if you see 3 packs of an old set, you're like, wow, like I kind of want that. Like I kind of see up this one thing. Like, people don't like these. They don't get a lot of sales, and you can guys get a sense of this by just clicking on some of these and just seeing how much are sold. Like I don't know if like a lot of these are necessarily gonna be sold for 3 pack blisters, but like yeah, see, this is why I don't get these smaller products because they're hard to move because you just see volume. Like you have to think about that if you're reinvesting. Um, and but for booster boxes, like it's just the thing that moves the most. Like you see more consistent sales. Um, so okay, so that's just a primer on like the type of products you probably want to buy. Now I'm gonna go over like where I would buy, and maybe I listed like a bunch of sources, even things that I wouldn't necessarily buy from, but like they are trustworthy because like sometimes it's about safety and security for people. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the reasons why I go through all these. So collector cash, um, I've only bought here for pre-orders for Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolutions, and now with the bull market, the prices are a little elevated, but it does seem like they guarantee your order because you hear about cancellations and stuff. And yeah, I think that collector cash has been around long enough, and they don't try to do like order cancellations. They put things out of stock so you can't order more. And so the deal with collector cash is that I don't think they charge sales tax. Um, and so, but they do charge a shipping fee. So the shipping fee can be quite a bit sometimes. But sometimes, depending on how much you buy, sometimes it's actually cheaper than sales tax. But if you don't have sales tax, then like don't worry about it. But you can get quite a things. You can get cases of things because some people do like cases. And so yeah, this is one option to get pre-orders from. I think the prices of the normal cards are kind of so-so. So I don't buy. I only bought pre-orders here. But Prismatic they had, and for some reason people don't buy from collector. Like it's not as popular as some people. So it is available. Like Prismatic was a little higher than MSRP for a little bit, but like I think let's say it was like $6 a pack, and I know you can still get MSRP from some places, but it's really hard. And so for some of these products, it was $6 or $7 a pack. It was still kind of reasonable after all the fees and stuff. Um, but since it's like not as popular, people like when Surging Sparks was like getting higher, it was also you can also still buy it from them. So I think people just don't know about it, um, or they don't know it's no tax. But also with the checkout thing, it said like for payments, if your billing address and your shipping address and your credit card are not the same, then they said you might have issues, so you might have to use PayPal. So there's also some payment things, and also if you do your pre-order with them, it's not refundable, pretty much. So those are all like little things. Like so, I get like that's why I'm like giving all like these details I do know, so you can make your own decision. Because this could make or break your decision basically. But right now, yeah, there's no really pre-order. I've been looking at this every now and then. I haven't seen them put any more prismatic up. Um, I learned about this recently from Nostalgicnomics. And I do think that this is where a lot of like the older YouTubers will get their things. It's not necessarily distribution prices, but these are kind of wholesale kind of prices. And the thing with this site is it looks shady, so it gets people off. It's not necessarily a top hit on Google. I think they haven't put that much stuff into marketing. And let's see. But you can get like it's not like every deal is like super great, but the thing is there's no sales tax and there's a shipping fee, but the shipping fee sometimes isn't that bad. And so what I would buy from here are the Skyline Glide stuff probably. Unless you do want to do Sword and Shield. I haven't really looked into that much. But I do like the booster box and booster case options because like they are kind of market price or kind of reasonable prices. I think there's only one more case of these, but City in Flames 115. It's not bad, but like you have to account for the shipping and stuff. Since there's no sales tax, because like if your sales tax is like 6 to 8%, then like that's like it could be $6 to $10 or more of extra money. So it just adds on to the cost of stuff. So it could just add up if you're buying multiple boxes too. So like Stadium Flames, um, Paradox Rift, you like that price. Stellar Crown is still kind of cheap. Paradox Rift went up recently because it's kind of bought out. Still, Surging Sparks is kind of normal based on market. Um, but yeah, it's still a little cheaper because Surging Sparks is like 200 bucks, and it's selling for like 190. And then with taxes and stuff because like I'm comparing to TCG Player. I like never buy for TCG Player. I use it as the data, but like I rarely ever buy from there because like the taxes and stuff and the shipping is just too much. Um, but it kind of depends on your state. If you live in a no tax thing, that's actually kind of fine maybe. But still, you can sometimes get better deals other places. TCG Player just wants open marketplaces that it's for someone who doesn't know where else to go a lot of the time. Unless there happens to be a really good deal. There's Temporal Forces. So yeah, since I recommend the booster box, I probably recommend like most Scar Fives. That's like the Temporal Forces, um, Twilight Masquerade. Uh, I think they also have like Chilling Reign is out of stock, and then Rebel Clash. But yeah, I looked for booster case in the Pokemon section. I wouldn't necessarily buy Rebel Clash, but yeah, this is where you can get a good amount of stuff. And to give you an example, like if I put in um, I can add this to the cart. And then one thing I try to do actually is like I'll update the quantity, see how many are left. So like there's 73. So I kind of because like sometimes the booster cases or booster boxes don't move very quickly. So you get a sense of like if the price is good, then you can wait on it a little bit. I don't know how accurate it is, and maybe they'll change it eventually, or the price can still change. But like I've been doing that, and so like I'm just gonna I don't really want to type in my address, but if you type in your city, state, and postal, and you go, it'll do an estimate for shipping. So you can just quickly see how much it is, and make your decision based on that. Another site I go to that also looks shady that I think a lot of people know about is Bucks Card Shops. This is the main page. This will show you the more recent things. There's some prismatic stuff on here, like and at this point, a lot of it's like around double MSRP. But actually, there is still some Smack available if you watch this video and want to pick some up. It's still kind of expensive. Like a case of these is like six. So that's 18 packs. 18 packs for um 72. I think that's like $8 a pack. Maybe there's like $9 a pack. So there's no sales tax on this site either, and free shipping is over like $200. So yeah, sometimes this site is nice because maybe you live far from hills. You're not near Pennsylvania, so the shipping is higher. But these will ship for whatever. These will have free shipping, and sometimes you'll see 1 cent shipping. It's like nothing. When I go here, I used to look at these specials, um, and sometimes there's some good deals here, like Paradox Rifts. This is like $100 a booster box. This is $100 a booster box basically because it's 72 packs or $200. Um, you have to do the math at ETP cases, but if you go down to like Pokemon, I like to look at the booster box in cases section. But I did recently realize that there's like a bulk section, and like you can still get Stellar Crown and Paradox for pretty cheap because the market price is like 125, 130, something like that. get cases here, but these are kind of the only ones left. After that, the rest are kind of out of stock. Um, but you can get Scarlet Violet. Like that's a really good price for Scarlet Violet base. Um, and no, those are pretty good prices on the other two. Um, these are available because these were kind of cheap booster boxes available. Scarlet Violet wasn't very liked. Paradox Rift was kind of printed a lot. Stellar Crown's kind of new. Um, and then Obsidian and Paldea, they were recently kind of restocked, but their prices are still higher, and only some people got them. So those are also available on some sites. So you kind of have to know the market when you buy. Like these sites aren't like it's not like I can tell you right now and you'll be set for all of December or whatever. I'm just telling you the current market condition of what you have to look at because like when I look at the prices, I kind of look at the prices long enough to get a sense of like what I want and what the market price is. And so like that's why like I avoid some of these other sites because usually I just see like, hey, I never find a good deal from you guys, so I don't really, and there's like taxes and stuff, so it's just not gonna be worth it. Um, but I think yeah, I think I actually saw this earlier, like 72 bulk. You look at like the site's a little the searchability is kind of iffy, but I thought that so there's some good deals here, like because 72 packs basically two booster boxes, so if you're just opening, um you can get these for like $100. Like this is really cheap actually. Temporal Forces is like $130 booster box, and this is like two booster boxes for like about $105. So that's really really cheap. I think I saw some Paldea Build and Battle stadiums or boxes at some point, but yeah, you'd have to look. But there's definitely some good deals if you're opening. Other than that, I just suggest the booster boxes. Um, this one sometimes the prices are okay-ish, and this also has no sales tax, and um, there's like a flash shipping rate for an upper limit of how much and how much you can spend with that flash shipping rate, or some weight or something. But it's like $10. So if you buy a good amount, it could be kind of okay. It kind of depends on the product. Like, so I wouldn't say these are the best prices, but let's say Trust of Vessel $80. That's kind of normal, or like but without like the fees and stuff. So if you got a bunch of these, like if you bought 10 of these, they do say the quantity, so like there's 33 left, so you bought 10 of these, um you're spending $800, and then it's like $10 shipping, so it's like $81 a box, and that's no there's no other fees, so that's like pretty good because if you want I'm just comparing it to like eBay and TCG Player, like places people would normally look at, they don't know about these sites, and it's just gonna be more because like if it's 80, even if it's $80 on eBay after tax, it could be like 86 or something. There could be some shipping, and also you don't know, like usually if you're going on a sort of third party site, which has a lot of buyers or a lot of sellers, like an eBay, a TikTok, whatever, you just want to look at reviews, and the safest are going to be the ones with like 5-star reviews and have a lot of recent sales. So that's just sort of the rule of thumb for a lot of those things, even if you don't know about it. But yeah, so this one, it's okay. It's like 151 is going up recently. I've been seeing the price trends. This was actually lower on the site before. It's like 85 or 90. So if you buy enough, you can like cancel out the shipping fee. Products are a little expensive. Yeah, I probably wouldn't buy it. Paldea, not a bad price, 135. So if you buy a bunch of them, and they do ship cases if you buy six a lot of the time. So if you know there's 12, that's basically two cases. So um, yeah, it's nice to get the cases sometimes. Um, this one I don't buy it. Like I'm just kind of going to the order. So sorry if like still disorganized. This site there's always a holiday sale, and this one usually doesn't have anything I want to buy. But sometimes the prices aren't that bad, and I think it also has no tax, and there's free shipping after like a certain amount, like $100 or something. Um, During the holiday sale, some of the stuff was good, but like this is kind of just okay price, um, kind of normal. Like this is like 120 for Stellar Crown, and then like 135 for Paldea. That's kind of normal, but after tax and stuff, maybe it's a little higher. So it's like not that great. But I've seen this place because there's no tax and you get out of tax shipping. Every now and then might be less to look at, but right now this is kind of what you normally see on most sites. So this is kind of an example of, so people get a lot of the other crappier products that aren't booster boxes or booster bundles or whatever, or just so this holiday thing people hate, or like I can't, like this is just a stupid product. ETBs people don't like. So like that's why you don't like ECPs are just one of the first things to always go on sale because like people don't want them, they mass produce them, like they're just not worth the money. So that's also why you want to be careful at ETPs. Like you're wondering why is something so available, and you're like for booster boxes, you're kind of available for a short time period, but booster boxes always like they run out eventually. And then ETBs like they're just always around because people Pokemon likes to mass produce them because you get ETBs like anywhere. You get them at like your Walmart or whatever. But booster boxes, you have to specifically look for them. You have to go to a store that will sell booster boxes, and they do eventually sell out. That's part of the reason why they're so popular. And then like so, yeah, this is good. Like, okay, so there's tins, and tins are kind of a question where to invest in them. Some people like to get this whole set like this because it does look kind of nice. So I actually like even I wouldn't mind getting one of these, but I don't necessarily think that I they do have the display. So like I would like if I liked the set, then if I knew the cards are in there, but you have to know your research on which ones to get. Um, Collection boxes, like people don't like these are something that people don't usually recommend you invest in unless it's a really good one, like Sam, Self Sea and Sky. Um, Usually the price per pack isn't that good, but sometimes it is because these things do go on like a clearance or sale a lot of the times. And so like around Christmas time, there's probably gonna be a lot of stores trying to offload their collection boxes or whatever. Um, so those are times to get like cheap price per packs, but still sometimes it's still more expensive than like if you bought the booster box early on. Um, but maybe you can't afford that. So yeah. Um, but yeah, you see like the booster bundle is sold out. This is like 6 for 22, so that's like what three. See, it's already overdue as a pack. It's like 366 a pack. That's still. Um, and then decks like usually you don't like recommend decks because there's no random ability. These are more for kids, or if you're in if you're actually into playing Pokemon. And this was a product that was like $400 MSRP. It's a pretty peculiar product. But it's basically a popularized deck. There are some really nice cards. I do wonder. Like I think in 10 years this will still do well, but it has a lot of the original like base cards, like Charizard or whatever. But it's just basically three decks. Um, and yeah, it just sits around because the price is just a little too high. Like if it's like $100, I'd maybe buy it, but it's really big. If you don't necessarily want to buy, it's not very liquid. Because like also like if you want to sell in the future, you think about like what are people gonna remember? Oh, I remember the Sun themed Moon deck. No, like I want this like booster box, simple. I want this booster box. It's good value. Like I want to open one. Like I don't want to lose pack and deal with that. I just want a booster box. Like that's what people want. These battle academies now, like they're basically just decks. Also, these are also decks, but you see how like that decks are easily available. So and trainer toolkit, like it's also basically just deck. Um, it's like yeah, those are it's when you look at these enough, you just see like people don't want these. Shroud Fable, 36 packs. That's a little pricey, maybe. I don't like Shroud Fables. I'm a little surprised it's not that high. Maybe it went up recently. Um, but you see a lot of decks, some binders that maybe don't have good cards in there. This Paldea. See, Bill and Battle Box, you just keep seeing them. So, like, these are not popular products. This is an Ultra Premium Collection. Some Ultra Premium collections are good to have. This Tropicals one, it's just, like, it's pretty bad. So that's why people um, keep selling it. So, yeah, I don't usually look at these products, but since I'm going to the video, I'm, like, just telling you, hey, I look at these and I'm like, yeah, these are trash. So I don't want these. And then like since you do see out of soccer, hey, what do people do buy? Like see, there's direct blisters. They're more better. Blah blah blah. So okay, next I have Pokemon Center. So Pokemon Center, the rule of Pokemon Center, they pretty much always sell MSRP. Sometimes you can get like a coupon. Like I saw a coupon code once for like World Championships where you get 10% off, but they do charge tax. They don't charge shipping usually because you buy enough. I think it's 20 enough. The shipping is kind of bad. Like they don't use a lot of bubble wrap or carefully. It's like they just throw in the box. You're a lot of times your stuff will get damaged. If you're investing, you're kind of taking a risk. Sometimes they don't do cases like Silver Tempest. It didn't sell out quickly because they're only selling four, and before like even do most orders, they don't send you a case. So, but I pull up the Sword and Shield, so you can search Sword and Shield by just like searching it, and then like it'll hover. Um, so if I type in SWSH, I can see it. Because otherwise you just scroll by it, and you see the Sword and Shield stuff, and there are actually some things you could buy here, like Vivid Voltage and Battle Styles. Like these are two of the last two Sword and Shield things. Like there's reasons why they're still available at MSRP. But Pokemon Center is usually the last barrier to for like the prices. Um, because people are like, why would the price go above this when I can just get Pokemon Center risk free? Um, and but there's some products here which like see this is where you see some of the not popular products or not popular sets or whatever reason. But there are some okay plays there like Brilliant Stars. Like the proportionally, I think the booster box is more expensive than this, but this one's still available. So if you want to make a play on Brilliant Stars, Direct Blisters are not the least popular, and yeah, it's there's even a Leafeon. So like I considered buying this for. I don't really want it. I'd rather buy other things, but there's some good possible Sword and Shield stuff. Yeah, there's Astral Radius is also pretty cheap. So Crown Zenith, $5 kind of normal. When Crown Zenith goes back up in price, there's just been so much. There's been so much Crown Zenith lately. It doesn't sell out, but eventually all this stuff will sell out one day. At least like the stuff with packs, and people will be like, "Man, I could have gone it." But these build and battle stadiums, like even Lost Origin over here, not the worst pickup eventually because it's 12 packs. But yeah, someday it's just like I can't really tell you if it's a good buy or not, but like some of these are kind of undervalued, and like there's actually some bots that can give you an estimate of the quantity, and so like you can kind of get a sense of like when like if it's really your last chance to buy. So yeah, Pokemon Center has some good things. Another thing, the main reason people I would say go on Pokemon Center is for the Pokemon Center ETBs. So because those have been rising in price lately. So like this is Pokemon Center ETB, and as I said before, the reason you get the Pokemon Center ATB is because there's this. I can't even see it. Suppose there's a stamp that they put here, and they don't have it actually pasted on the image. But yeah, I think you get one or two cards. It's the same card, but one has a stamp, and that's what people like because this is basically a first edition stamp. And that just gives rarity and whatever. And so these Pokemon Center ATBs for Scarlet Bot have been like selling up like crazy because of that. Um, And obviously, if things go above MSRP, like Surging Sparks has, that's why Surging Sparks completely sold out, because MSRP on Pokemon Star is still cheaper than the boxes here. And so that's why all this stuff sold out. That's Pokemon Center. Safari Zone. This also has no tax shipping. I've only bought Safari Zone like once. Um, and the prices are only so to be honest. But it's people. Sometimes there's some early pre-orders, and every now and there's okay prices, but these are kind of like meh prices. It might be better than TCG Player, but still kind of meh. But people kind of like it because it's been around for a while. There's no tax and stuff, and maybe we get free shipping. But I just put that out there. Okay, I'm gonna take a break into Japanese, just because like I just want to lean more towards stuff I would actually buy from early in the video. So this is where I would probably get Japanese if I had to buy today. Um, I already have some Japanese stuff I want, and so but I did buy from here before. The prices are decently good. There's no tax. I think there's free shipping after a certain point, and there's even this reward thing to get $50 off. But some prices are okay. Like it's $47, and like you have to consider like there's no taxes and stuff. So like there, this is a no, this is a better price on Terrestrial Festival. Um, Japanese. This is better than that game capsule. This is okay. As far as things I would actually want to potentially invest in, Surging Sparks Pikachu. This has all the EVs. Obviously, this Japanese 51 is like no brainer. This has the Surging Sparks Latias. Um, this is the Japanese Silver Tempest. This has a Lugia. This is a little expensive. This 120 bucks. Um, this has the Giratina. Um, this is Palladium Fates, which has the Charizard, Mew, and the Gardevoir. This is Crown Zenith. I think this will eventually go out of stock or out of. This will eventually go up back. It used to be a lot more, but this has Crown Zenith cards. This has the Greninja from Twilight. This has the Charizard from City in Flames. And this has the Magikarp from Paldea. So a lot of the prices here are lower than market price, and so yeah, this is a good place to get them. Pokefisher, they don't have a lot of stuff. You can find yourself with their sealed product. Shipping's a little slow. Shipping's also a little slow for here, so you have to be able to wait. But they don't ship from Japan necessarily. But yeah, shipping can be a little slow, but the prices are good. Like Shiny Treasure, I think, is a little cheaper, and Super Electric Breaker is a little cheaper here. and then others just sold out. They have a lot of stuff. That's why like this is the main thing for Japanese in general. But if it's cheaper here, then you can get here. Korean mentioned briefly. Some people want to go Korean, and like and so for Korean, you only want to buy Korean for the products that have done really really well in English or Japanese in English. And the three main things people buy. So stores would buy Korean products because it's cheaper, but the ones that they would focus on are 151 and Evolving Skies products. So Evolving Skies, in Japanese, it's EV Heroes and Blue Sky Stream. So these two sets right here, and so like I think it's like 30 packs per box. That's just this is like $1 a pack. It's like 150 a pack. So I know about this place because I ordered from eBay. So I ordered from their eBay store, and then when they sent me the package, they redirected me to this store, and I bought them from here, and it's like legit. Um, but I guess if you want open things, you could also buy from here. But as far as like investing goes, um, not like the cards are a little worse quality. They're okay, but if you like for people who don't know about Korean, because like I didn't know much about Korean at all, I would probably buy from here or my next store. eBay has higher prices and taxes and stuff, which don't really make it worth it. And also, if you do want to do Y stuff, which is kind of sending the money directly, you get 5% discount. It's a little, it's a little bit of a hassle, and also they're in Korea, so there might be some things with the timing if you want to do that. But yeah, there's some good deals for Korean here if you want to get something more affordable. Um, so like this is 10 boxes, 151. So that's basically $43 for booster box, which is 20 packs. So that's pretty cheap, like $2 a pack, $3 a pack. EV Heroes, it's also pretty popular. You want to put the Umbreon, so especially with how expensive Evolving. That's why EV Heroes is pretty popular. The other ones are kind of so-so, and Blue Sky Stream. Yeah, this has the Rayquaza. Not as popular, but some people want to pull it. I also ordered. I don't some like this has like free shipping, which is nice. But yeah, you can get like 10 box sets or 30 box sets, kind of cheap sometimes. So you'd have to look at the exact pricing right now. But sometimes it gets cheaper than Pokio after you consider the shipping and stuff. But yeah, they're pretty legit too. Um, that's where I get for Korean because a lot of people don't really know about Korean, and so these are the two places. So I feel like Japanese and Korean, like these are sites that most people don't know about. So all right, next is TikTok, and so I'm not gonna go over like how I do the actual details of this stuff, but TikTok is a little controversial, but TikTok Shop is pretty legit, and so I tried it. Actually, that's part of how I got back into this. So pros and cons like TikTok. Um, Prices are a lot of times better than market price. The problem is nowadays that um, Pokemon market is getting so much more expensive. The deals are getting worse, and also there was a time like that you get booster boxes for like I think like $50 or something. Because the way that TikTok works is that um, the way TikTok discounts worked, like TikTok would have these coupons, and TikTok would subsidize all the coupons. So the seller on the site they will get like kind of the full amounts minus the fees that you always have to pay on sites, um, and then the TikTok will eat the cost because it's a marketing campaign. And so it incentivizes a lot of sellers to go to the platform, it incentivizes a lot of buyers to go to the platform, and so TikTok will get a lot of traction on that. Coupon codes or whatever have gotten worse, and some people had tricks to make multiple accounts and stuff, and it kind of varies. The current landscape is that it's a little bit of hassle because the deals have gotten worse. And like other sites, it's gonna be like, oh, this is on sale. But like honestly, you can put on sale on anything, and you just have to know the market price to know what's a good deal. And getting the coupons is harder. And so the only ways I know I get deals are you have to know what to look for, you have to know the market price, and you have to search. And it's kind of like a game because they do it. They're using social media tactics. Like we were on Temu, there's like similar tactics, but because of that, like you're literally buying your discount with your time and energy, which is kind of the same with deals in general. But so to give you an example, so you make a new account that's on TikTok, but they don't give you the new coupon code instantly. They want you to search and stuff, and maybe after like the first day, second day, third day, they'll say, "Hey, you have a 30% off coupon," and they can use that, but it's limited on what you can use it on. And so after you do the math, sometimes it's not that great of a deal. And also, since the market price increases so much all of a sudden, you might not be able to get like the price you wanted. Like if you did use a coupon you bought beforehand, you would have got a better price anyway in the current market. Um, so and also, so you won't be able to buy a lot because you have like limited coupons. So if you just want to buy a little, sometimes like this is great. But if you want to be like an investor, you want to buy a lot, like TikTok isn't ideal for that. It's just kind of a supplement. Um, to get coupons, so there's two factors that get involved. So there's coupons that affect the price, and there's also things you can do to get free shipping. So to get free shipping, you tend to want. I've noticed recently that you want to use more of a new account. And how you get a new account? So a new account is based on your phone's there's this like ID, but it's like a digital ID. So like in technology, there's like a sort of digital ID, and there's like a hardware ID. Your hardware ID, the device in the metal or whatever, is kind of fixed to some extent. But then there's like a digital ID isn't as fixed. So the simplest way to get a new ID for your phone is to just kind of factory reset your phone. And there's some people who do fancy stuff like jailbreaking their Android phones. It's kind of hard to do on iPhone, which they can do that. They can change their ID. They can make multiple accounts of multiple, like, you can use Gmail to make multiple TikTok accounts. And therefore, you can do that. And the main benefit for that is the new member promotion and then the free shipping, because shipping does eat into the cost quite a bit. Um, it does make a huge difference. Otherwise, it's just not worth it to buy from them sometimes. And then there are referral things. And on the Discord I am on, um, I guess I'll mention that briefly. So there's a Poke Notify Discord that I use, and this is where I'll also get deals because there's gonna be some deals like the sites I go to, like you can buy from right now to some extent, but so but this Poke Notify is just an example. It'll give you the deal alerts ahead of time, and there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of false alerts, there's a lot of things you're not getting ahead of time. But for some things that you can only get at certain times, like for example Prismatic, um, when it gets restocked on a big box store, which you might not even get anyway. Um, this is how you get it. So, um, why did I mention that? So TikTok, I don't remember why. Okay, but anyway, TikTok, you might need multiple accounts to get the free shipping. Um, and similar as I said before, if you buy from a seller, like there's some sellers like All Poke TCG, which tend to have okay deals and are legit, but generally you just want to look for sellers that have like 5-star reviews and recent sales and there's like proof that people are like, oh yeah, I got the cards, everything looked fine. They have a lot of sales and blah blah blah, and generally those are okay to buy from. And TikTok is a pretty good like customer protection thing for those scenarios. So like it's just kind of hard. Like I've had people who list orders and I buy even though the deal seemed pretty good, and they never shipped out my order. But then TikTok just canceled it because if they never ship it out, then they just refund your money basically. Um, but yeah, I haven't had any issues on TikTok. I heard people have, but honestly, it's usually just like you have to know the market price. Like you see a UPC for 151 for $80 when it's supposed to be 200. You're like, probably too good to be true. Look, sell a pre-back. Sometimes if it's a legitimate seller, they just list it incorrectly. So you gotta just use like common, like, just gotta use the basic things of like go good reviews. Sure, every now and then like there's a new person who doesn't, but yeah. And sometimes like it just makes sense for them to get a good deal because if they are a newer store, they're just trying to get reviews and they're kind of eating the loss. But that's how this business thing is. Like a lot of times when you get a deal, it's a company eating a loss. Is they're trying to like make some momentum, or whatever, and they're okay in the short term to do that. But yeah, that's TikTok. Facebook Marketplace. So I have to just bring this up. So I'm kind of too lazy to use a big Facebook Marketplace for myself, but there are some good things, and knowing the market is pretty important for this too. Um, Facebook Marketplace, there's a lot of people who are buying products. They don't sell. A lot of them will buy like big collection boxes. Two good examples are Sam Slove's CN Skybox, which is $40. You get $40 after tax and stuff. Let's say it's 45 to 50. And 14 packs is really cheap for Concierge. So people are like, oh, this is a great deal. They hold it and they can't sell it because it's really hard to ship. They don't have a shipping platform. So a lot of them would want to sell for like, even though the market price is like 60, 70, 80, You can find some people in Facebook Marketplace who, the general don't Facebook Marketplace. You can find people who want to let go of their collection and they're willing to pay like 10% or 20% off market, like market price. Because they just want to offload. And the buyer is also like, hey, why would I go to you when I just buy online? And so that's kind of why you get the discount. And so there's this box that I think people are probably holding, and Legendary Warriors Premium Collection. There's also this box, which you could buy at Walmart recently for $40. Let's say 45 after tax and stuff, as a bunch of Sword and Shield packs. So these things are also probably on the market, either as these boxes or loose packs. And so like you can buy here if you just buy for someone around you. Like there's other scam issues if you buy in person, so please be careful. But that is a possibility. People buy into Pokemon and then they need the money, life circumstance, and that's how you get things. Even scalpers, like even if you're paying above MSRP, like they'll buy it there as long as they make some profit. Like they're fine. Like Terrestrial Festival too recently. Like if you go on eBay for Terrestrial Festival, it's probably like $80-$90 a box. There are people who got it at like 50, 60, and they're like, yeah, I'm not getting the full market price, but like at least I'm making money. I don't have to pay shipping or whatever. And so I'll sell it to you for 70. I'll sell it to you for 65. And some people will do that. But Terrestrial Festival specifically, be careful of box weighing. Don't buy loose packs because packs can be mapped and stuff. But yeah, you can possibly get some Terrestrial Festival like locally. If you do find a good seller, then you can get like when he gets the deals, you can like just give them a little bit of the profit and get the rest. But yeah, that takes some more interacting with people and stuff and negotiating. And some people like to mass spam like a lot of buyers and blah blah. See if if they can lowball anyone. That kind of works as a buyer, I guess. Like I don't really like it or to sell, but it's kind of the market works, so whatever. That's Facebook Marketplace. And eBay. I don't usually buy from eBay; it just costs a little too much after taxes. But sometimes you can like there's like some sellers like Football Pete. I don't know if I can buy, but some people like him. Sometimes his prices are a little too high for me, so I've never bought from him before. Uh, oh, can I not find him? Football Pete eBay. Yeah, some people like this guy, but other than that, I don't really know much about eBay because it's just like too expensive for me. Um, I mean, yeah, that's not too bad. That's about market price after tax and tip, after tax, maybe a little less. But yeah, you get that cheaper, like at Bucks or whatever. So I wouldn't buy from here. Um, Amazon. So this is more into like if you can find it. But Amazon sometimes has. This is where you kind of need a Discord, unless you just know. Amazon. Some people talk about the reselling. The sellers aren't as trustworthy, but every now and then you can get like a drop. Like there's some Surging Sparks there, kind of cheap. Walmart. These are kind of big box stores. Walmart, Best Buy, Target. Um, they tend to have like MSRP items or near MSRP, like Prismatic, but they go out of stock, especially with this hype. But yeah, you could get like 151 Crown Zenith there too before. Um, Sam's Club, sometimes they'll have specialty products like the CNCI collection. You can still kind of get this in store. Online, I think it's mostly sold out unless there's like a restock. Um, Costco had these 151 mini tins. Some places still have to, depending on where you live. Um, but yeah, it kind of varies. You have to go in person if you're lucky. Okay, and then these are just a bunch of like random sites I've either heard of people say like I'm pretty sure they're safe. The prices just might not be good. There might be taxes and shipping or whatever. So Fortune Fire, I don't really like buying from them, but people talk about it. Um, Smoke and Mirrors, I think it's a little overpriced. Pokey. This is from like a popular YouTuber. Like I think he's very trustworthy, but these booster box price is a little high. Well, that one's okay, but these actually no, I take the back. Paradox Rift is high, but these are out of stock actually, so I think it's because the price has been updated. But yeah, Paradox Rift's kind of high, and he also has some Japanese stuff, so he's trustworthy, but you could probably get better prices. Um, Sometimes you don't want to just support him. Game Nerds, they used to not charge tax. I think they charge tax now. Every now and then they have an okay deal. It's kind of rare. You could join the email list. PokeHive, I've heard about this. I have never bought from them, but I've heard they're okay. Pokemon Coliseum, I heard about them. Never bought. I heard they're okay. As far as trustworthy, not for price. Rare Candy, I think Leonhardt is responsible with this, the YouTuber. So it's like legit. It's just um, sometimes it's just too expensive. Poke Nerds, I've also heard this is okay. It's kind of hard. They don't really have good ways to show you what's in stock or not. It's kind of annoying, but I heard they're technically legit. Josh Cards, I'm like like prices wise. So mostly just prices wise. But Gamer Go, it's AZ, like they're just not legit. But um, yeah. So that's pretty much it. I hope this wasn't too long. But yeah, this is kind of everywhere I go to buy. This is what I think about when I buy. And yeah, I hope this helps because like I know not everyone's at the same investing position. Maybe you have a ton of money, and you're just like, okay, I get it. I'll go for bootstrap cases here. But then even then, like you get better. You a lot of times you get better at this hobby the more you actually know. You can make better informed decisions. Although other times it's just like the simpler decisions. Sometimes are just like better. Like if you went with like here's an example of simple decision like just buy booster boxes, buy a couple already set, assuming the market price isn't too high, and just hold them and keep them, and you'll do fine. And for a lot of people, that really is enough. Um, or like just buy booster boxes, or hey, that set looks really nice. I'm gonna buy it. Like if you bought Evolving Skies, like actually I remember I got a hobby. Everyone was like Evolving Skies Celebrations. It leaned closer to Celebrations, unfortunately, and yeah, I only bought a little bit of Evolving Skies, and yeah, that was that. Like, but other, I looked at the cards. I was like, the Evolving Skies seems better, but then like my common sense just like went, just like what? uh, yeah, it's just like crazy things that you don't really realize that you could have made a decision on. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thanks. Bye.